It's Chris's Central Station time. And this one is for my French friends. Bonjour. Bonsoir. Bonne nuit, mes amis. I hope you enjoy this. This is all about LR, Louis Rapide. So this is the manual that you would get from Louis Rapide, LR, Louis Roussy. And as you can see, I've just got a few pages here that you a little about electricity, because they had electric trains. And you can see some lovely layouts and things that just like the Hornby, but hand-drawn and slightly different. And all about how to wire up blocking and things like that. And this is before the Second World War, mind you. And this is a nice little layout they've got here with lights and everything else. So this is what Louis Roussy did, but they also, of course, had the brochures like Hornby did. And here are some of the trains, and I've got this one here because we're going to see some of these carriages running today, hopefully, in our Louis Roussy carriage or passenger express day. And of course, this is the page that every boy would have drooled over, and their fathers and mothers would have dreaded, because these weren't cheap. But we're going to see one of those. 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 Not going, we're going to see a lot of those. But we'll see all the engines here. So let's just walk around and just give us a brief view as we come over here past all my scenery. Oh, this one's not on the track, is it? We can't have that. So that's the gap. As I said, we've seen this one before. That's the Pacific class. Of the locomotive Nord. But of course, as I said before, this has been done up by someone in French. And down here, we've got the ones in the top left corner of that page, the really fast Louis Roussy ones. These ones move, and we'll have a video about those later. But today is about passenger carriages. And here are some passenger carriages sitting on these Markland bridges. I hope you can see them. When you've got lots of bridges, you need to use them. And when I was showing the LR in the previous video, I left some out. This, I might mention, is the fastest one I have, but look at these. We've got 3 auto rails from LR. Now normally they're blue or red. These ones seem to be silver, so they did make them silver. They don't run very well, but we'll try and get them running for you later. Now let's go and look at what trains we've got running. So we've got here the Super Rapide with the luxury carriages. Here. And then we've got a different set of carriages, including a guards van. We've got a guards van down here. You may not have seen it. We don't worry. We'll look at that later as it goes past. And then we've got the mountain class with the cheaper carriages. They often went on that little engine, following that little engine in there. And it does pull them very well, but we're not going to run that today. We're going to run the passenger express. So the first one we're going to have going is the Super Rapide. You can see them all lined up here. And here goes the Super Rapide. It needs a little push, and there it goes. So this would have been the joy of kids. I mean, fairly wealthy kids, as we probably know. And we'll go and watch it go up. I've got a little S-bends up here just to show you what a train goes like, like a snake. And now we'll run the next one. We'll leave that one going. So now we've got 2 express passenger trains coming through. And don't they look nice with those long rakes of carriages, mainly white roofs. Obviously different marks or different years when they were made. And now we're going to run the third one as well. And here they come. So, for someone before the war, having these 3 trains going around would be an absolute luxury, but boy, they would have enjoyed it, wouldn't they? We're enjoying it here today. These are all in Australia for all my French friends. So capturing the greatness of Louis Rossier LR trains. And how often do you see a Super Rapide looking like that? Oh, it's lost its light. I don't know where that is, but we'll find that out later. With all its passenger cars. And I actually got those passenger cars in one set. In 1937 they were given to a young boy in Italy, I believe. Here they all come together. Notice the nice red tail light on the Super Rapide. So, I don't know how many people in France can demonstrate these trains, but I'm hoping to go to France, and I hope some of them will show me how they do it properly. And what you might like to notice is, even though we've got these points on the track, and some are Jep and Hornby, but the trains, the points aren't pointless. The points are actually letting our Louis Rossier trains run over them, which is pretty impressive. That nothing is derailing, and 70 years or so more of existence, and these trains are still running to give us all a thrill. So I hope you enjoyed these scenes of Louis Rossier. We'll have one more of these, and that will be with the auto rails. But doesn't that Super Rapide, they just look lovely, don't they? I mean, you feel, wow, these trains are great. And if you notice that, 2 wheels were derailed. Oh, we've got some derailed, so we'll say goodbye and go and fix it up. Thanks very much for watching. Roussy Central Station, out.